Good morning, everyone. It's Wendy. It is Saturday, June 5th, and I have something to show you in this little box. Just a really quick little story time about it, though. So, I'm being really careful with my purchases right now. I'm overthinking everything. I don't pull the trigger unless I am absolutely sure. And then even when I bring it home, if I'm not absolutely in love with it or absolutely sure, I don't keep it. I'm just trying to be really responsible with my money, and I'm putting a lot of money in savings, and I've got a savings goal for this year, so I don't want to be distracted. Doesn't matter if it's a $100 shirt or if it's a $1,000 bag or upwards. I'm being really careful, and I'm also not duplicating purchases. Like if I have, I have my black Montaigne, which is my sort of more elegant black bag, and then I have this Capucines in the Gallet color, which is sort of my more upscale classic nude bag. And I have, for example, I have my Demi Azur Neverfull tote, which is like a lighter color for summer, and then I have my Valentino Rock Stud tote in black. So and other bags, but I'm trying to just really, if I'm not going to be purchasing items that I have multiple of or multiple options in the same category. So this bag really fills a need in my collection. None of us really need any of this stuff, right? I mean, we could easily go to Target and buy buy a bag there. But I really wanted, not needed, but I really wanted a smaller bag that could go edgy, that could go like evening, that I could use, easily with crossbody, with, to go to a concert or then even go to a wedding wearing. So I will tell you that this bag is one that I had in a different color and I sold about 3-4 years ago. And then after a long time of thinking about it, I repurchased it. So without any further ado, and there's a reason why I'm uploading that this morning, and that'll come, I'll talk about that soon too. But here it is. It's just this little, I'm sure you guys might know, if any of you know my channel earlier. I was really super impressed with how this was packaged. I picked this up at Nordstrom. I ordered this online at Nordstrom, and I actually sat down in the store and I opened it up just to make sure that it was perfect, and it really was, and I was super impressed by how it was packaged. So Saint Laurent, little toy Lulu, black with the silver toned hardware. And so I've got some dimensions here. This is the toy Lulu quilted crossbody bag. This bag is $1,250 at Nordstrom and at Saks. I didn't check the other department stores, but it's $14.50 on the Saint Laurent website. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if Saint Laurent is increasing their prices and the department stores are just catching up with their leftover inventory. But that's the reason I really wanted to come on first thing this morning, Saturday morning, and do this video. So, if any of you guys are still thinking about this little cutie, then please go to Nordstrom or go to one of the department stores and snag it for $200 less than it's selling at the Saint Laurent boutique stores. So $12.50 at the Nordstrom site. They have it in black, taupe, they call it Storm, which is gray, red, and then black. And they always have different hardware. So this one is silver hardware. I really wanted the black silver. They also had like the black with the ruthenium, or the black matte. I think that sells for like $50 more, something like that. But I really wanted the black and the silver just because I really feel like this combination can trend casual for a concert, daytime, or it can go all the way to evening. So without further ado, 7 inches by 5.5 inches by 3 inches. It still has the little sticker on the snap. It's obvious to me that this is brand new, that nobody used it. It's got the silver toned hardware there. It's got silver hardware here for the optional strap that I will show you. And open it up, and they stuffed it really well. Like usually I have to get air pack paper or something, but I'm just going to use what they shipped it with. This little beauty, so let's talk about the optional strap first. So it has silver toned hardware. The bag that I had before was in a pale pink color, and it had an adjustable strap. They no longer make it with the adjustable strap, but so I I tried it on once I got it home, and the length is perfect for me. And the length of the crossbody strap is 22 inches to strap drop. I pulled all of this off the website just because sometimes it's a little tricky to measure bags, and you know, you're just never precise. So 7 inches by 5.5 inches by 3 inches with a 22-inch crossbody strap drop. There are two compartments. There's a zipper compartment in the back there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. And I really tried to read the tag in there to see where it's from, but I just can't tell. It says Saint Laurent Paris up here, and then down there, there's another tag, and the embossing of the tag is just too light. My husband had a look too, he couldn't see. I don't know where it's made from. I don't know, maybe made in Italy. Right here, there are, again, because it's black, you probably won't be able to see it, but there are card slots there. I think there's 3. Again, it's like you can't really, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 3 or 4. I don't know. I'm sorry. There's a compartment there, and then a compartment there, and then there's this divider that's in here. And then there, like I said, there is a little zipper in the very back if you just want to have things like a little more secure, if you want to put some credit cards in there or something, whatever the case may be. So what I wanted to do today is talk a little bit about why I sold the last one, show you guys what could fit in here because I was pleasantly surprised. So my little Victorine wallet, this one's in the By the Pool collection. It's canvas and it's in the color Mist. It easily fits in either side, either compartment. I'll probably just leave it in the front there, because I was thinking that I would need to just pull things out of my wallet and put them in the card slots, but no, my little wallet fits perfectly. I remember back in the day when I had this bag before, people were doing videos and they were, sorry, I'm pulling things out of my handbag here to show you guys what fits. There was a lady who could fit her mini pochette in this, and I could never fit it in mine. Oh, look. So maybe my previous one was just cut differently, but it fits in here. Not that I would ever do that. You know, with this bag, you need to downsize. It's just the way that it goes. None of us are wearing much lipstick and makeup these days, so I would probably just pull out, let me see, what would I pull out here? I'm trying to get to a lipstick. I haven't used a lipstick for so long during the day that it's at the bottom of my mini pochette. So here, I would probably, sorry, it's really early here and I'm trying to get to Pilates, but I wanted to get this video up for you guys because of the $200 difference between the department stores and the Saint Laurent site. So wanted to get this up before I go to Pilates in an hour. So let's see what else I would put in there. You need to have your keys, right? So these are my keys. My car key is in my damier graphite clay, and then my other keys are just hanging out there, my keys for work. So I'll put that in there. And then all of us need masks these days, so I would put that in there. And then I checked and my phone does fit. I use my phone to film, so I'll just show you, well, I'll show you this cover. This is from my wedding way back in the day, previous phone. So I will just put that in there to show you guys that it fits. I checked it out and it does. See? Right like that. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, you probably could get sunglasses to lay on top, but I wouldn't do that. So there you go. So I've got a full wallet, and of course you could just pull your credit cards out or whatever you need and then put them in the credit card slots. I've got my cell phone case right there. I've got my key clay right there. You could stack it up a little differently too and play with that to get a little bit more room. I've got a couple lipsticks in there, and I've got a face mask. And that's really all you would need, you know, to head out the door, to go to the mall or go to a concert or even go to a wedding. So let me just show you this. Sorry, I'm gonna keep on looking down. So there's everything just kind of rearranged a little bit. And let me close this. I haven't taken the sticker off there yet. And there you go. It's so beautiful. Look. And then I'm 5'9" for reference. Hits me perfectly at the hip. And then hits me perfectly at the hip. Super happy with the length. It works for me. So, okay, let's do a little bit of chit chat here. We're at 10 minutes. But I really wanted a smaller, sort of more carefree bag, again, so that I could wear it to concerts, I could wear it to evening events, whatever the case may be, as soon as we get things back to normal, right? And I actually entertained briefly the idea of buying a Chanel flap. You guys know how I feel about flaps. It's not my bag of choice. I'd rather have something that's like an open reach-in bag. This is the only flap bag that I have, and the reason I wanted a small one and the reason I wanted a flap is just for a little bit more security if I'm at the Hollywood Bowl or if I'm at, at a concert venue or something like that, and I really just wanted to have that light, carefree bag where you don't have to worry, you can have your hands free, it's close to the body, and you have a little bit more security. I looked at the Chanel. I'm not spending $6,000 on a bag. I'm not doing it. It makes no sense in my life. In general, flat bags do not work for me, and I'd rather spend $1,250 than spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, whatever it is for a Chanel flap. I went into the Chanel boutique last weekend just to see what they had, and nothing appealed to me. Even like the wallet on chain, you could buy a wallet on chain for what, $2,500, $3,000 now, won't hold as much as this little cutie will, and not as practical. So I'd rather spend, $1,250 on this beautiful bag that's more versatile than, thousands of dollars. You think about it, like $3,000 for a walk or $6,000 for a Chanel flap. $6,000 for a Chanel flap without tax. I mean, that's a year's rent for some people. That's a year's car payments for some people. And I'm sure that, the people that, those, I don't know. I'm sure that that's not Chanel's target customer. Fine. Well, then I'm really realizing now that I'm not Chanel's target customer if they keep on having these outrageous price increases during the pandemic. It's outrageous to me. And then I went and I looked at you guys know my obsession with the Louis Vuitton Capucines is strong. I love my BB size, and I'm obsessed with the mini. That little sucker went up to $4,450 for $4,350 or $4,450 for the plain one, like the black one with the guitar strap, which I'm not a fan of. And for the more fancier one that's got like the gold kind of crown around the top is $49.50, you guys, for a bag that won't hold as much as this bag will and is beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. I've been obsessed with it, but it is impractical. So think about what you can do with $5,000. I'd rather have that $5,000 in my bank account than sitting in Chanel's, because Chanel doesn't need it, obviously. And there's a shortage on the bags too. So I actually put out an SOS on Instagram asking if anyone had a Chanel SA who could find me a small classic flap in a moment of complete delusion. I don't know. And thank God that nobody could find them, that they were all sold out. And I'm thinking, fine, you guys have at her. You go spend $5,000, $6,000 on a Chanel flap. I'm going to spend $1,250 on this little beauty. It smells absolutely gorgeous. Look at how the chevrons are completely symmetrical. So it's in the middle here, completely symmetrical. Here's a side view of this little cutie. And then of course the YSL. And then with the color combinations, if you're dead set on having like a black with a gold toned hardware, just go to the different websites. Go to Nordstrom, go to Bloomingdale's, go to, Saks, Neiman Marcus, whatever. Because if you hunt around long enough, the odds are you can probably find the color combination that works for you. I really wanted the black with the silver toned hardware. I will say that when I was hooking these on last night, I'm a little worried because it doesn't do you see that? It doesn't completely match up. So I can see that you might need to be careful that these would become detached. I don't know if I'm illustrating that well, but it doesn't completely close, if that makes sense. But I will say that that's been happening with this beauty too. I don't know if I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but I was getting out of my car one day and I had a whole bunch of stuff in my hands, and I had this like casually thrown crossbody, and it had been raining earlier in the day, so there was like mud by the curb, and other debris. And so I had this on casually, and I had a whole bunch of stuff, and then I was leaning over to close my passenger door. This disengaged, the strap completely fell off one side, and the bag fell to the ground. I'm telling you, narrowly missing falling in the mud puddle. Like, I could not believe it. I picked up the bag and I had a look at it. I'm like, whoa, I was lucky. Well, that happened again to me a couple days ago. Twice in the last week. My husband and I were out, and we were out, and I was walking, and then this randomly just flew off for no reason. So I don't know why that's happening. It happened again yesterday when we were out. So I don't know. It's the mud puddle situation was really scary for me. So the fact that this doesn't completely match up, doesn't completely close. Can you guys see that, or are you guys thinking that I'm a little crazy? You just have to be careful. I imagine that you have to be careful. But I wanted to show you this. This is a fun bag. In my opinion, it can go like rocker edgy, so if you're going to a concert. And in my opinion, I wouldn't think twice about wearing this to a wedding or something like that, because I think it's beautiful, it's elegant. The size is just perfect for, you know, like a dressier event or a casual event because of the treatment of the black with the silver toned hardware. I had this in pink several years ago, like I said, about 4 years ago. I had it and I sold it. And the reason I sold it at the time was because the pale pink was absolutely gorgeous. It was pale pink. I can't remember. I think it was silver toned hardware. But I was worried about that. Like, you know, the whole purpose of having this bag is that it's carefree. I was working a bunch of concerts that summer for my job, and I was just worried about it with the color. And also, I'm just going to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of the color pink anymore. It was my signature color for very many years, but I am over it, completely 100% over it. I don't want to see pink. I don't want to wear pink. I don't want to, you know, especially in a bag. Like, I'm always all about the neutrals, as you can tell. All about the neutrals, all about the classic neutrals. I think it's been a long time since I've worn red, but I think that I would wear red way sooner than I would wear pink. Pink lipstick, I think, you know, I wear pink lipstick sometimes because the color suits me. But I don't know, you just, something just switches. And to me, like I'm wearing a lot more black these days, and just sort of the classics. So it's the blacks, the camels, the whites, the grays, you know, those kind of colors. But I'm almost reverting back to my early 90s days, where I really love to wear, you know, the look of like black monochrome with silver accents. And yeah, so that's sort of where I'm gravitating towards. I'm sort of reverting back to those early days. Those the early 90 days of like, not grunge. I've never been a grunge girl, but just wearing a lot of classic elegant black and that sort of thing. So this video has been kind of all over the map. I apologize to you about that. Got to get in my car in a few minutes to go to Pilates, but please, if you're thinking about this, I don't know how much longer the department stores are going to be selling this for $200 less than what the St. Laurent boutiques are selling them for. I just think this is a gorgeous little bag. Like, look how light it is. It's just completely carefree. So I'm wishing you guys all a great day. I'm thinking about doing a Q&A. If you've made it all the way to 20 minutes in this video, if you guys have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below. I'm probably going to do a post as well on Instagram asking for questions. So I'm happy to answer them. I doubt many of you have made it to 20 minutes, but if you have, if there's anything that you want to know, you know, I get a lot of questions about my eyebrows because of I had saline tattoo removal of my disastrous microblading. You can ask about that, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have if they're not too crazy and if they're not too personal. I gotta get my butt to Pilates. Have a great day, everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you soon, and hopefully I'll get back here more often. Bye, everyone.